So the other day, I was surfing through Instagram, hearting all the stories of my celebrity friends in hopes of getting a reply back, which I'm sure will happen eventually. Why won't you reply back, Ryan? Until I came across an ad for a game called Acecraft that seemed eerily familiar. And to my surprise, it turned out to be one of those old school bullet hell games that was highly inspired by Cuphead. I mean, look at this thing. It basically copied the whole shebang. And so today, I'll be finding out to see if the game itself is any good at all, or just one of many Cuphead knockoffs that deserve to never resurface in the face of the earth. That's right, I'm talking to you, Enchanted Portal. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the story begins with the game introducing us to a machine called Claudia, which I'm presuming is what powers all these worlds here. Then one day, something went horribly wrong, where the moon turned spooky, breathing life into these loony clowns with the intent on conquering the world. Fortunately though, the ancient scientists designed a safeguard called the Ark of Hope, which harbors a group of ace pilots to dispatch for this very occasion. And so begins our adventure with this fella called Echo or Eco, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Pilot Echo. This exam will determine if you get your pilot's license. Okay, I guess we're in some kind of an academy or something. Remember your training and get ready. Yeah, I get it. Let's just get to the shooting part already. Hold and drag to move and fire. Okay, we're gonna be shooting down some yellow Angry Birds. Don't mind if I do. Now we got some projectile action going on. Not a problem for me though. Oh, what is this? New stunt. Release your finger to absorb enemy pink projectiles and perform a counter stunt. Oh, I guess this is the game's equivalence to parrying, but instead of slapping them, we have to suck him up like a vacuum. And by doing that, we can counter the enemies with some sort of an EX move. Sweet. Not bad. Looks like you might just pass this test. My, you've disturbed my afternoon tea. How uncouth. Perhaps a special gun salute for my esteemed guest is in order. Who's this weirdo? Oh, something's happening. Okay, I guess we're heading straight to a boss battle. I'm afraid I've already destroyed the winding key. Okay, I have skipped all the dialogue, so I have no clue what that is. Alert! Winding key damage. Extremely dangerous enemy detected. Executive decision. I'm withdrawing temporarily. Echo, cover the retreat. Are you seriously just abandoning us like that? Right, I guess it's up to me then. Alright, so we just gotta suck up the pink attacks. Easy peasy. Wow, we are doing a ton of damage with these fireballs. Oh, we got some more Angry Bird action going on. Whoop, that was close. Oh, did we beat him already? But what? That was a cheap blow. How dare you make me spill the machine oil in my cup? Okay, what are you gonna do about it? Yep, that should about do it. They're not seriously switching the main character right at the start, are they? Beep you, Mr. X, you bald-headed thing can't beep. Watch your language, you're gonna get me demonetized. Language, this is the pure, unrefined beauty of machine calculation. Initiating operation enhancement plugin installation. Whoa, what is this? Whoa, okay. Must have connections with Tony Stark or something. Next phase, let's give that greasy pocket watch a real shellacking. Okay, we got some sort of an upgrade here. Wow, we are absolutely overpowered now. Okay, just suck up the pink attacks here. Doing so much damage and we're melting the guy. And I said that just about does it. Yup, there we go. Hold it right there. It's 5 o'clock and that means dinner time. Huh? What? What about all that fuzz just now? I've done the dirty work Night assigned me. Now it's my leisure time. Not even Night can stop me from enjoying my dinner. I'm out of here. Alright, I guess we're done with the tutorial, as well as some rewards and a gear. Bravo, Mr. Echo. You've soared through our trials and are now an ace pilot, recognized by the Ark of Hope. Seriously, Shiny Head, you just bailed on us mid-fight. Yeah, that was pretty uncouth of him. Ahem, that's because I want to upgrade your gear. Good gear gives you the edge in battle. Oh, so okay, the gear is not an item, but it's a feature. And when we click the gear, we have an item that we can equip. It's the winding key. Oh, okay, so we can equip this and it will increase our base attack. Very nice. All right, we can also upgrade the items, which is going to increase our base attack from 10 to 12. Oh, I also like how they have the quick upgrading feature, which is very convenient. And I think that's pretty much all that there is to that. So we're just gonna go back to where the action is at. And for that, we're gonna skip all the dialogues because, you know, the story is pretty mid. Okay, apparently they didn't just copy from Cuphead, but also from Beauty and the Beast, because this guy is definitely Cogsworth. Aside from that, the goal is to get 3 stars, and I have no idea how I'm gonna be doing that. We'll just find out as we go. Alright, we got some different enemies now, throwing some clovers at us, and the Angry Birds are back, which at this point, they're just basically flying to their death. Level up your flyboy by defeating enemies in battle and install attachments to upgrade your gear. Okay, so this is like a roguelite. Okay, I like that. Okay, so what do we got here? Main cannon, tracking, fireworks, and Spitfire. The thumbs up must indicate that it's the best choice, so I think we're just gonna go with that. And now we have 2 fireworks that are basically homing missiles. There's also a timer at the top left corner that, you know, I guess indicates that we have to beat this whole thing pretty fast. And also this meter that fills up every time we kill an enemy. Okay, the next one we're gonna get is the main cannon because again, it has the thumbs up thing, so we're just gonna go with it. Nice, we're shooting 2 bullets now. Ooh, we can also spin a wheel. Alright, let's spin it and see what we get. We got Spitfire, main cannon, tracking fireworks. Okay, so it increased the stars, so I'm guessing this wheel levels up multiple weapon upgrades. And look at that, we're shooting 3 bullets as well as some more fireworks. And with this, we're gonna be able to fully upgrade our fireworks, which now we're gonna be able to shoot 4. Ooh, what is this? Some sort of a mega upgrade. The ultimate form of Flyboy's main cannon. Definitely gonna be choosing that. And speaking of which, it's time for the boss. Alright, Clocksworth, let's see what you got. Man, our bullets are absolutely demolishing the guy. His attacks are pretty easy to dodge as well because, you know, most of them are pink and we just gotta dodge the ones that aren't. Alright, we're almost there. Just a little bit more and there we go. Nice, we got the perfect score. And we are also level 2. We got 1 star for victory, 1 star for absorb 5 pink projectiles, and the last one for winning within 180 seconds, which is gonna be all 3 stars obtained. And that's gonna unlock the modify feature and also the archives feature. Okay, so the modifies tab is basically like a skill tree of sorts, which we'll be upgrading as much as our budget allows. We can also unlock this bouncer thing here with the item we got from leveling up. Okay, we can use a new weapon called the bouncer that ricochets between enemies, protective armor that decreases the amount of damage we take, and by combining the two, we can use the zapper. The description of what it does is a bit vague, so I guess we'll have to find out what it does when we go back to the dungeon. Alright, our next opponent is Lord Diamond. You know, so far the game's pretty solid despite being heavily inspired by Cuphead and a little bit of Disney and a little bit of Alice in Wonderland and also Angry Birds. And alright, so the first weapon of choice is the bouncer, which by doing so, we're gonna be able to ricochet between enemies. Very, very good. Seems like we can't destroy the anvils though, so we're gonna watch out for those. Okay, we didn't get the bouncer this time, so we're just gonna go with the recommended, which are the homing fireworks. Still a pretty solid choice, I'd say, especially combined with the ricocheting attack. Oh man, we didn't get the bouncer again. Oh well, 2 gouts of Spitfire it is. Man, the bouncer is hard to come by, isn't it? And as soon as I say that, the lucky wheel appears. Come on, give me something good. Give me bouncer. Give me bouncer. Give me bouncer. Nice, we got it. And also a couple more that we didn't intend, but it's pretty good. And now we got Wally Warbles in the scene with the feather attacks exactly the same. You know, at this rate, I don't know if we'll be able to get to the zapper before we get to the boss. We only have 2 waves left, so I'm very skeptical. Okay, we got the protective armor, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Ooh, we didn't have to upgrade it all the way to 3 stars. Okay, we got the zapper. Aha! Finally, all hail the crooked moon for the fresh air. Decades of hand doodling on my... I don't care, I just want to see what the zapper does. Oh, come on, I was just about to use my zapper. Fear not against powerful foes. Every aircraft is equipped with suitable heavy weapons. Oh, is this the super art of this game? Oh wow, that really cut through the health of the boss, didn't it? Comparing that to the zapper, I think that it's a bit underwhelming to say the least. I mean, what is it supposed to do? Is it supposed to bounce around? Oh yeah, it is. It is supposed to bounce around like that. But it seems like it wasn't all that helpful for this boss fight, so I'm gonna give the zapper a solid. Probably not gonna use it ever again out of 10. But we got a perfect score though. Let's go. As well as unlocking this new features. Alright, so it seems like we can recruit more characters, but apparently we got a phonograph instead, which isn't too bad. I mean, it increases our base attributes, so you know, I'm not complaining. Okay, our next opponent is Sheriff Hawkeye, aka Wally Warbles, but they used an owl instead. Oh, the phonograph is a weapon attachment. Okay, I feel a lot better knowing that this isn't just an item that you can just equip and it'll just increase your base stat. It actually does something. Okay, the game is recommending me the bouncer again, which I guess we'll just pick it for now. I know I threw a lot of shade on the zapper in the previous battle, but maybe it'll be different for this battle. Maybe it'll be a lot more useful. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot more projectiles coming my way, so it's getting a bit dicey. Oh, and we're spinning the wheel now. And we got a total of 5 attachments. Wow, I think that's the most we got so far spinning the wheel. The fireworks are already at max capacity. That's beautiful. Currently the perfect weapon to destroy all these bunnies that are dying quite morbidly. And the anvils are back, which, you know, they're not too hard to dodge. I mean, you just gotta move side to side until they start coming in random successions like so, which, you know, it's getting real hectic right now. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on right now. I don't know if I can survive. Not gonna lie, I think the bouncer was a great choice for this specific battle. Okay, I think this is our last upgrade for our attachments, and unfortunately we didn't get a super upgrade, so we'll just have to make do with what we got. Well, okay, there are eggs coming from behind. Gotta watch out for those. Okay, he's spitting out Angry Birds, and also the Angry Birds shot out eggs. Okay, I did not see that coming. Okay, it seems like the attack patterns are pretty set in stone right now, so we're just gonna make sure not to get hit again. And of course I get hit as soon as I see that. Okay, the boss fights definitely stepped up a bit. I mean, I'm actually sort of struggling here. Wow, that was actually not as easy as I thought it would would be. Still got the 3 stars though, and a cheeky level up. Okay, we got another feature unlocked. Considering that this is a mobile game, it does have the AFK feature, which basically you just don't do anything, and then after some time, you can claim the reward. Speaking of which, they have now begun to throw at me the one-time payment events, which I will not indulge in because pay to win is for losers who can't win in real life. Anyways, after that, there were a few things I tinkered around with here and there, which involved upgrading my pilot, obtaining as many free stuff as I can get my crummy hands on, including watching an ad for gambling that wasn't in English. Thank God for that. Who knows what would have happened if I knew what they were talking about. Obtaining a few items to equip, which increased my overall CP. And with the new super engine I got from leveling up, I unlocked a new attachment, which included a Tesla cannon that launches a massive Tesla plasma, hourglass that restores energy when using an ultimate, and the new super attachment, antimatter cannon, which again we'll have to find out what it does because annihilate isn't a whole lot of description. I mean, it sounds destructive, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up because for all I know, it could be a huge letdown, just like the Zapper. With that said, let's get on with the next boss, which is gonna be Lord Spade. I mean, you gotta love the originality of this game. Those characters definitely doesn't remind me of the root packs, not even a little. Okay, let's see what this Tesla cannon does. A slow moving plasma ball that shoots in a straight line. How riveting. I mean, it's a flashy move, but in terms of usefulness, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. To be honest, I think the bouncer is a lot more useful than this one. I'm still curious as to see what the antimatter cannon will do, so I guess we'll just keep investing in Tesla for now. Oh, there's something new. They're using the bosses from the previous battles as mini bosses. Oh, I forgot that we have our super art ready, so we should probably use that. Also, seeing the bar right now, the Tesla cannon actually does a decent amount of damage, if the target stays still, that is. Other than that, I might have a change of heart for the antimatter cannon. It could be an absolute overpowered attack. And with the wheel, now we have 3 fully upgraded attachments. Very nice. Oh my goodness, what is that obstacle? We gotta time this right. Steady, steady. No! Oh, barely got through. Nice, we got our first super attachment upgrade, and it would seem it is also our only super upgrade because we are gonna be fighting the boss now. Oh wait, actually our EX move is also fully upgraded. I didn't notice that. Okay, you gotta get out of the way when he does that meat grinder attack or something. Oh my goodness, the blade spreading out and then suddenly coming inward. That threw me off a bit. And now is about a good time to probably use my special attack that I definitely didn't forget to use until now. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. Just a few more hits and I think we got this in the bag. There we go. Oh, and what are these? Some sort of posters that talks about lore? Maybe we should check out the archives tab that we unlocked a while ago. Maybe it's got something to do with that. Alright, let's check this out. What are these things? These are Claudia collectible cards. We covered this in flight history. Oh yeah, sure. Flight history. I probably slept through the whole thing, but those first sky explorers created these cards to share their discoveries with the people so everyone could learn about the sky world. Eventually, all pilots began documenting their journeys this way. Think of them as a living encyclopedia of our adventure. Okay, seems like we finished up to 33% of the first chapter, and it looks like for every stage we complete, we get rewards. So let's collect all these. There's also the monsters tab that when we click, we can collect more rewards. Oh, these ones we can't collect because we didn't beat them with a perfect score. So I guess we'll have to go back and do that. Other than that, I returned to the gears tab and discovered that I can fuse items to upgrade to a better grade, equip better gear and some new ones, then upgraded all of them to max capacity to increase my total CP. And after doing a bit more collecting and unpacking, seeing that I had a bunch of tickets and diamonds to spend, I tried my luck at pulling some new recruits because honestly I was getting sick of just using the recruit. Alright, I'm feeling lucky. Let's pull some new pilot recruits. Come on, give me something, give me something, give me something good. No way, we got Ryan finally after all these years. And a seagull called Iron Arm. Don't really know why he's called that. Maybe he's got a sleeper build behind those feathers, who knows. All right, we got our first 2 pilots. Let's go. We also did get a new wingman, which we can equip on our right side of our flyboy. That's very good. Let's also replace the current items that we have equipped with the new ones that we got. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, we can also make friends. That's pretty fun. Seems like we can't like actually play with them, and I think it's just the whole purpose of just exchanging energy. Hopefully they do add a co-op mode because honestly that would go pretty hard. And of course we can't forget to unlock the new attachment in the skill tree. All right, we got Airstrike 2, deploy beacons to call in AoE strikes. SOS beacon restores a small amount of HP after each wave is cleared. And we got the Destroyer the second. And of course, again, it doesn't tell me much about what it does. All I know is that this quote is from Oppenheimer. Okay, the next boss we'll be facing is Smiley, and yeah, this is definitely the cat from Alice in Wonderland. But before we do, let's add the new pilots to the roster. Oh, okay, it seems like we can't choose more than 2 at a time. Oh well, we'll set aside Ryan for now and use the seagull first, which I guess we'll transfer the wingman items to him instead. it. Alright, and off we go. And right off the bat, we got the airstrike too, just what I wanted. Oh, so that's how it works. That's pretty sweet. Now, I wonder if the game will get any more difficult down the road, because so far I haven't felt too overwhelmed by its difficulty. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Oh, come on, that's gross. Oh my, what? Why didn't it soak up the one behind it? Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Okay, I take it back. The game is getting pretty hard. On the bright side though, we do get to play the new pilot, and it seems like it's got a completely different loadout. Whoa, even its counter attack is different. Oh, nice. And we get to upgrade the whole thing just before the boss fight. Okay, so we got a bit more range with the wind attack. Same goes for our parry attack. Nice. Although I do want to mention that most of his attacks are like mid-range, so honestly, I would much prefer to have longer range. This Oppenheimer attack, on the other hand, goes pretty hard. I mean, look at that. Look at the damage. Man, that honestly went so much better than I expected. And we didn't get 3 stars. We're gonna have to play that all over again. But this time, we are bringing with us Ryan. Can't wait to see what Ryan will bring to the table. Okay, so far, the main cannon is similar to Echo's, which is much better. I prefer that over the Seagull. Alright, the goal is to not take a single hit so that we can get that perfect score. Right, here comes the mini boss. Let's take him out with our super attack. Oh my goodness, that is so overpowered. Wow. Not only did it decimate the boss, but it also got rid of his attacks. That's actually so busted. Man, Ryan did not disappoint. Okay, this is the wave where I got absolutely demolished by those rainbow vomits. I gotta really focus here. Nice, we got our main cannon fully upgraded. We're bulldozing through the enemies now. No, 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 no. Oh my goodness, I misclicked and used my super. No, and it's the boss fight. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? Alright, Cheshire Cat here isn't too bad when it comes to his attack, so we are going to hold the fort until we get our super. I say that, but honestly, at this rate, we might be able to beat him without it. Yeah, he didn't even stand a chance. And we also got the 3 stars. You know what? Why stop there? Let's just get the perfect score for these guys as well. And so with Ryan equipped as my most powerful pilot, I went on to obliterate the owl and the spade boss with little to no issue whatsoever. But then came the final boss of the world, Queen Lavira, who was most likely gonna be a boss unlike anything I have faced until now. And so I took it to the skies one last time to defeat the Cruella-looking tyrant. Okay, I don't know what to expect, but I'm hoping that Ryan and I can get the dub on our first try. Alright, first wave done, and we gotta be really strategic here with our choices. The Oppenheimer route doesn't seem too bad. It did pretty well for us against the Smiley boss, so let's go with that, shall we? Okay, so far it isn't too bad. I can handle dodging some carrots and the Angry Bird eggs. Let's choose the Tesla cannon this time. Oh no, it's the rainbow puking gnomes. I hate this guy. Okay, it's getting a bit dicey here, so we're gonna deploy the super attack so we can clear up all this. Nice. No, on second thought, I should have saved it for this mini boss. Oh, come on. Okay, the eggs are gonna be coming from behind. There we go. Just gonna dodge him. Nice. Next is the Angry Bird attack. We're just gonna stay in between the birds so that we can suck up the eggs. There we go. Alright, we got through the owl. Oh, thank God. And we also got the lucky wheel. Perfect timing. And that is gonna set us up for a whole lot of super upgrades. Okay, we got some fly creatures on the right side that leave out inky messes. That's gonna be annoying to clear. Oh my gosh, we got 2 super upgrades and I do not know what to pick. You know what? Let's go with the Oppenheimer. I think it's gonna give us a bigger bang for our buck. And that's another super upgrade, which is gonna be the antimatter cannon that we finally get to see what it does. Okay, the cannon's great and all, but I don't know about its effectiveness in this current situation. Okay, we somehow got through it. I don't know how, but we did. There is no way. We got another super upgrade, and it's the one that we missed. This has got to be the greatest run ever. I mean, we have 3 supers. That's insane. And speaking of which, it is time for the boss, baby. With 3 super upgrades and a god run such as this, I had everything I needed to defeat the queen. But was it gonna be enough to take on the final boss of this world, who may have hidden abilities that with a single hit could destroy my chances of ever getting as lucky as I had gotten up to this point? And yeah, all it took was using the giant ball attack and I kind of beat her instantly. Well, that was absolutely not cinema. And with that, I had defeated the queen and returned all her henchmen back in her paintings, restoring the key of fantasy and becoming one step closer to ridding the world of Claudia from the Crooked Moon's nightmares, which seems to be the plot that I didn't care enough to know about. Aside from the sub-minimal mediocre plot of the game, I want to say that I genuinely enjoy playing it with all the fun upgrades and special attacks and mechanics. It really shows that with a smidgen of creativity and a whole lot of copying, I mean inspiration, you can make a great game. Something a certain game should maybe learn a thing or two from. Anyways, if you want to see more Acecraft, be sure to like the video a ton and subscribe to the channel, because I've got a few challenges I could try with this one. Something like 100% in the game without ever taking a single hit. I don't know, that could be fun. For now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!